So, we was talking earlier, and me and a buddy were talking about finances. He's in the banking world, let's just put it that way. And I says, let's just say with this whole UAW thing, 33% of UAW workers are unskilled labor, which that's being generous because it's only like 16% are considered unskilled. And let's say those people make $20 an hour and they've been with the company for more than a year. Even if you had to factor in of those 33%, maybe half of that has been there for more than a year. Anyway, I digress. If you were to give each one of those people the lower scale of, like, just say $15,000 more per year of benefits and pay, times, let's just say we went from 1.5 million UAW workers back in the day to like 380,000 now. A lot of import Asian market came in and kind of took care of a lot of that. So we're at about 380,000 UAW workers now. 33% of that, we'll just throw a number out there, 130,000, which is a little over. It's more like 125. Let's call it 130,000. 130,000 of that 380, each person getting a better benefit package of about $15,000 a year to start off, times 130,000 would come out to $1.95 million, or no, billion dollars. That's at 33% and only $15,000 more per year. And then if it ramped up over the next 4 years, let's just say it went to 16 and 17, well, then we're talking 2 point something billion, 2.3, 2.4 eventually when it's all said and done. Let's take 33% of those workers to make, so we just did 33. Now let's look at it as 33% of the other workers. Let's call them mid-level skilled or something, skilled labor. And they get an extra 20,000 per year with, total benefit package overall. That's another 130,000 people times $20,000 a year in benefit package increase, holiday pay, hourly pay, yada, yada, yada. That comes out to like 2.4, $2.5 billion in increased revenue. And then if we took the last 33% for higher paid skilled labor, you're in 3 point something, 3.6, $3.7 billion when you factor everything in the benefit package. And that scale will rise if you go off of just a basic increase in pay and total package overall across the board. When you factor that in, that could easily be between $8 and $12 billion over the next couple years in money that the companies themselves would have to end up paying out in the long run. These companies cannot sustain that. They cannot sustain that. Not in today's economy. So when Ford came to the table and they were offering 23% instead of 40%, and you guys said it still wasn't good enough, you're fools. You are fools. That alone would have been a nice jump, a nice way to get people back to work, and then it would have left room on the table for negotiations in the future. Instead of the UAW president trying to make a name for himself. Well, these people, more and more every single day, you're starting to see in the media, in the news, they're like, we can't keep doing this, man. We got to get back to work. More and more and more people are saying exactly what, look at this right here from this fellow. As a UAW represented employee, I agree. We have a great healthcare, automatic time and a half on Saturday, double time on Sunday. I was content with the offers. Most employees only have a high school diploma or GED. We will not find better jobs. Wow. Tell me, people, that's one of the most logical, understanding, common sense comments I've seen from UAW people since all this started. Wow. Okay, let's look at another one real quick. Finally, someone speaking with some sense. I'm a UAW member for a parts supplier for Ford mainly, and we have been laid off for 4 weeks. They don't care about all the UAW members if the leaders care at all. The strike has gone on way too long. Bills don't stop, Mr. UAW president, because you want to be a tough cookie to billionaires at our expense. Holy moly, what a comment. And it's happening in my comment section here and on TikTok and on Instagram. The UAW workers are getting fed up with it. They want somebody to come to an agreement. But you'll have the little strong, you'll have the knee pad warriors on here. Oh, we're standing strong. We're fighting amongst each other. We're standing strong. You won't be standing strong when there ain't nothing else to give. When y'all lose all your jobs. Mama ain't raising no fool, honey. At some point, you have to wake up and realize, you know what? No, Mr. UAW president, this ain't going to work. Accept an offer. We're going back to work. We ain't about to keep doing all this and missing these opportunities, and then maybe they come back to the table and say, how about everybody's laid off, and we'll figure something else out. Hell, I seen them in the news tonight. It was something 2 hours ago that were saying, oh, they're being pressured now. They ain't got very much left before this is all over, and then these automakers are going to start, and GM this, and Chrysler that, and Ford this, and then you start hearing the people do it when they're the UAW workers, when they're talking to the news reporters, and they're like, well, yeah, we're out here fighting the cause to be with our brothers and sisters, but man, we don't know how much longer we can do this. We got bills and stuff we got to pay, and this cheap money that we're getting to picket and stuff like that, it ain't. The strike money ain't worth it, man. We just want to go back to work. We want somebody to accept an offer. Let's get us back to work so we can start recouping some of what we lost, because you ain't getting it back. You're playing with fire right now. Accept an offer. It's too late as it is. The consumer is going to end up paying for this anyway. If y'all keep waiting, you ain't going to have that many people to buy new American vehicles and stuff like that. They're just going to protest the same way that you guys are and say, you know what, then we'll buy Toyotas and Hondas and Nissans and stuff like that, and we just won't buy American cars anymore, because if this is what they're going to do to the economy, you better tell your president that he needs to accept an offer, or else it's going to get a little ridiculous. Y'all have a great night. I ain't picking on y'all. I'm just trying to say, make this make some sense. And I'm not saying you guys don't have a right to fight for more, but pick something now. Go with something that you can get and then build off of it. Something is better than nothing. And you're about to have nothing. Mama ain't raised no fool.